Start with just a couple minutes of breath. So find your seat. You can sit on the edge of cushion and glide the shoulders down the back. Allow your heart to slightly lift. And today, let's let the middle finger and the thumb gently touch. And let the palms face up. Let your eyelids close or pick one spot to gently rest your gaze upon. And inhale through rounded lips. And then exhale slowly through the nose. And keep that going. This is a breath that's really soothing for the nervous system. Each time that you inhale, let the tip of your tongue float behind the rounded lips so that it receives cool air. Imagine that you have all the time in the world. No need to rush. And release this breath. Let the lips gently seal and breathe in and out through the nose. Invite your body and mind to arrive fully in this moment. And begin to circle the head and neck. Other way. Bring the head to center. Breathing in and out through the nose. Contract the throat slightly so that you can hear your breath, Ujjayi. And sweep your arms out and up on your inhale. On your exhale, palms touch. Lift the heart as the hands glide down the center line of the body, letting go at the bottom. Notice what you'd like to cultivate today. Maybe anything you'd like to let go of. And next time you reach the top, take one side bend. And switch to the other side. And pausing at center, both sets of fingertips touching the ground. Release your legs out long. And glide your hands so that they're pressing down on either side of the sitting bones, and your feet are flexing so your toes are reaching up to the sky. Staff pose. You might feel your belly ever so slightly working. On your next breath in, sweep your arms forward and up, reaching up as you press down through the sitting bones. Exhale, folding over the legs, almost like a wave. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, arms open wide, toes point. Bring your hands behind you with your fingertips facing you. You're leaning back slightly. And lift the hips up off the ground on your breath in. Breath out, sitting down. Breath in, reach forward and up. Good. Exhale all the way out as you fold. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, toes point, reach the arms wide and behind you, lean it back. Inhale as you lift. One more set. Coming back to staff pose. Rib cage is lifting a little bit off of the hips. You're pressing down into the hands. Release. Swing your feet behind you and bring your blocks up to frame the top of your mat. Coming into tabletop with your hands on the blocks. Let your knees open a little bit wide and your big toes touch. Hands are underneath the shoulders. And inhale into cow pose here. So you're reaching the tailbone back, you're reaching the heart forward and up. And when you're ready, gently round. Tuck the tailbone, tuck your chin, press into your hands, rounding the back. Moving between cow and cat a few times. Passing through neutral tabletop. This time, bring your knees to touch and open your ankles wide. This time, we'll exhale into cow pose. Inhale as you round. If you'd like to add lion's breath, you're welcome to stick out the tongue as you exhale. Releasing any stuck energy in the throat. Neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. Lean back into your feet. Glide your shoulders down the back. Press into your hands. Inhale here, stretching your feet. Exhale, press into the feet, lift your hips high for downward dog, lengthening through your arms, spine, and back to the legs. Let your jaw relax. Let your breath flood in. Look forward, glide your heart over your hands. You might have to inch your feet back if you feel too close to the blocks. Pausing in plank pose, building strength, keep your breath. You're reaching back through your heels, pressing strongly through the hands. When you're ready, let your pelvis dip down. It's hanging in the air as you lift your heart up dog. On an exhale, lift the hips, down dog. You might have to walk your feet just an inch closer to your hands. Reach your right foot back and up towards the sky. Pressing equally through both hands. And then step this right foot up in between your blocks. Lower your back knee down. Relax your back foot. Bump your blocks up to the highest setting. Press into the hands, lift the heart, Anjaneyasana. You can try to lift your front toes for a moment, spread them, and then let them down. On your next exhale, gently glide your hips back. Your front toes will come off the floor. And bow your head over your leg. Inhale, coming back in, lift the heart. Exhale, gliding. Inhale, coming in, lift the heart. This time, draw your front knee and your back knee towards each other. Feel that pelvic floor lift, zipping up the lower belly. Reach the arms out in them. Palms face each other. If you want to, you can look up, stretch up, a tiny back bend might happen. And lower the hands back to the blocks, bump them down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the floor. And step back, downward dog, walk it out. Let your hips kind of flow side to side. Relax both feet down, full downward dog. On your next inhale, glide your heart over your hands, high plank. Let the hips hang, lift the heart, up dog. Down dog. Pressing equally into both hands, reach your left heel back and up. Step this left foot up in between the blocks. Lower your back knee down, relax your back foot. Blocks come to the highest setting. Have your blocks underneath your shoulder so you can gently lift as you press into the hands. Breathing here. Slowly reach those hips back. Your front leg might straighten or almost straighten. And bow the head over the leg. One inhale, bending into the front knee, lift the heart. One exhale. Anjaneyasana. Draw the front knee and the back knee together. Lift the pelvic floor. You can spread through your front toes. Maybe reach the arms up. One inhale, stretch up a little higher, look up. Exhale, bump your blocks down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step back, downward dog. You can stay here in down dog or take one more plank. And one more up dog. Meeting in down dog, last breath. See if you can relax into this pose a tiny bit more. Maybe exhale out through the mouth. Lower the knees down. Relax your feet. You can bring your blocks a little bit forward so they're out of the way. Let your palms come down to the ground with wide fingers. And let your head bow, child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left, sinking your right hip down. Walk the hands over to the right, sinking the left hip. Bring it to center, rolling up. Release your legs out long. Have your strap handy, lying on your back. Step your right foot into the strap. Left leg can be out long, or if your back is sensitive today, you can bend your left knee just to have a little bit less pressure on the back. And take a couple of circles with this right leg in each direction. Just lubricating that right hip. And then hold the straps together with your right hand. You can let your left hand rest on your belly or your left hip. Then open this right foot out to the right side. Relax the tongue, breathe down into your low belly. Maybe you can even direct your breath down into this right hip, finding a little bit more space on your inhales, and maybe softening more on the exhales. Slowly pass through center. Hold the straps with your left hand, twisting, reach your right arm away. Coming up to center, hold the straps with your right hand. Left hand rests on the left hip. And begin to bend your right knee out to the side. My right elbow is kind of jutting in towards my belly as my right knee comes out to the right side in half of a happy baby. You might be comfortable here with the left leg out long. Another option is to bend your left knee and let your left knee fall out to the left. This can feel a little bit more stabilizing. Draw your right ankle to your left knee, hug it in. You can wrap your hands under the back of your left thigh, draw your nose towards your foot. Lower the head down. Lower the left foot. Take your strap off your right foot. Reach your right foot up to the sky. Lower it down. Bring your left foot into the strap. Circle the left leg. Each direction. Left leg opens out to the left. Sending your breath down into the left hip or low belly. Passing through center into the twist. Passing through center. Hold the straps with your left hand. Let your left knee bend down to the outside of your rib cage. Right leg can either be out long or bend the knee and let your right knee fall out to the right. Draw your left ankle to rest on your right knee. Hug it in. Resting pigeon. Maybe lift your head, drawing your nose towards your foot. Lower the head down. Release your right foot to the ground. Release the strap off to the side. Lift your left leg up towards the sky. Lower it all the way down. Good. Release your right leg out long as well. Hands rest on your belly. Take a deep inhale through the nose, finding the top of your breath. Exhale out through the mouth like you're fogging up a window. Feel the bottom of the exhale. And take two more like this, inviting a tiny pause at the top of the breath and at the bottom. Your breath return to normal, no effort. We'll set up our mat for our first restorative pose. You can roll to one side, pressing up. We're going to do a restorative pose on the belly. So for this one, I like to bring a folded blanket to the side of my mat. And our restorative pose is going to look like this. So your blanket is just, I have an extra mat today that I'm using. That works too. The blanket is just so that your knee that's extended and bent out to the side is comfortable. And then we have goalposts for the arms. I have my right knee bent out to the side first. Doesn't matter which you choose to begin with. Make sure that the head is comfortable. You're welcome to have the head turned in the same direction as the bent knee. And once you come into the pose, just make any adjustments that you might need in order to be fully comfortable.
You might be able to feel your own heartbeat. You can allow your breath to completely surrender. And invite your heart center to connect with the energy of the earth. If the mind starts to get busy, you can simply take a deep breath, inviting spaciousness, tranquility into the mind. And just draw your mind into the present moment, feeling the body here and now, feeling the breath. And each time the mind wanders away or starts making stories out of thoughts, you lovingly bring it back to the present moment, almost as if you're trying to keep a child by your side. Deepen your breath. Release the leg that is bent out long. Glide your forearms down and in on either side of you. And gently press up into Sphinx. Let your gaze relax on the ground. Lower the rib cage down a little bit. Reach the hands behind you, interlacing your fingers, and just reach them away. Release the hands to the floor on either side of the rib cage. Pressing up. And releasing back into child's pose. Coming out. Bring your blanket over to the other side of your mat where your knee will end up. You come lying down with your other knee bent out to the side. Goalpost for the arms. And relaxing in. It's time you can open to receiving the gifts of this pose. Maybe receiving plain old positive energy. Release the bent knee out long. Rest your forehead on stacked hands. Gently lift the head, pressing up into cobra. And releasing back. And let's come into fish pose with the bolster. You can have cushions or blocks on either side of the knees, just in case you prefer to do Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's start in fish. So the bolster is nice and long away from you. Feel free to have a blanket to cover yourself with. Short edge of the bolster is touching your sacrum. You can lay down on it. You're welcome to have extra cushioning under the head if you want it today. Shoulders drop down, away from the ears, arms rest by the sides. So this is fish with the legs out long. If you prefer to have the soles of the feet touching in butterfly, then you can tuck cushions or blocks underneath the outer edges of the knees. Whichever pose you choose, simply find that position where you can be 100% comfortable. And then just rest there. I'll play some music for this last one.
Deepen your breath here. You're welcome to stay exactly as you are for final resting pose, if you prefer not to move. Otherwise, you can roll off the bolster and lay flat on your back, Shavasana. You're welcome to place the bolster underneath the knees or calves. Allow your body to get heavy. You can even imagine everything washing away. And let yourself become a clean slate.
Take a deep breath. Using your right arm as a pillow, roll onto your right side. Let your head be heavy as you press up to see you. Back to where we started, middle finger and thumb gently touch. Let the backs of the hands rest on the knees. Ever so slightly lift your heart. Notice what you need today, how you'd like to spend this day. Bring your palms together. We give thanks for this opportunity to practice yet again today. Namaste.